6 a.m. zone. The lanes. The alarm clock rings. Well, it tries to ring. Vi's fist smashes through it before the second beep. Metal pieces scatter across the floor. That's the third alarm this month. She sits up in bed, stretches her arms, cracks her knuckles. The Hextech gauntlets are sitting in the corner, glowing faintly blue. They never fully power down. Just like her. Welcome to a normal day in Vi's life. And trust me, normal for Vi means chaos for everyone else. If you've ever wondered what the Piltover Enforcer does when she's not punching her way through Summoner's Rift, stick around, because today we're following Vi from sunrise to whatever trouble she gets into by midnight. Vi's apartment is small, one room in the old factory district of Zon. The walls are covered with wanted posters. Some are hers from the old days. Some are people she's looking for now. There's a punching bag in the corner, duct tape holding it together because she's punched through the leather about 50 times. She walks to the bathroom. The mirror is cracked. She looks at herself. Pink hair messy. The tattoo on her cheek still bold. Scars on her knuckles from years of fighting. She splashes cold water on her face. No hot water in this building. There never is. She brushes her teeth aggressively. Everything Vi does is aggressive. Even basic hygiene is a combat sport. She throws on her usual outfit, black leather jacket, red shirt underneath, cargo pants with about 15 pockets, heavy boots. She straps on wrist guards even though she's not wearing the gauntlets yet. Old habit, always be ready to throw hands. Before leaving, she grabs an apple from the counter. It's the only food in her apartment. She takes a bite. It's bruised and mealy. She grimaces but eats it anyway. Can't punch people on an empty stomach. She looks at the gauntlets one more time. Not today. Today is supposed to be her day off. Supposed to be. She locks the door behind her and heads down the rusty metal stairs. The building creaks with every step. Music is blasting from someone's apartment. Chemtech fumes rise from the streets below. Welcome to Zon, the Undercity, where the air is toxic and the people are tougher. Vi walks through the narrow streets of the lanes. It's early, but Zon never sleeps. Street vendors are already setting up, selling food, stolen goods, Chemtech modifications. A kid runs past her, chased by an angry shopkeeper. Vi sticks out her foot. The kid trips and falls. The shopkeeper catches up, grabs his stolen bread back. The kid looks up at Vi, terrified. She stares down at him. Then she tosses him a coin. Go buy it next time, kid. The kid scrambles away. An old woman selling grilled meat waves at Vi. Vi waves back. She knows everyone in this district. Grew up here, fought here, bled here. These are her people, even if half of them are terrified of her. She arrives at Jericho's, a small food stand tucked between two crumbling buildings. Jericho is a massive man with a scarred face and surprisingly gentle hands. He's frying eggs and sausages on a metal griddle powered by a jury-rigged Chemtech battery. The usual Vi? He doesn't even look up. Yeah, extra sausage. I'm starving. You're always starving. You eat like you fight. Too much, too fast. Vi laughs and sits on a stool. The metal groans under her weight, not because she's heavy, but because everything in Zon is falling apart. Jericho slides a plate in front of her. 3 fried eggs, 4 sausages, a chunk of bread, a cup of bitter coffee. Vi digs in like she hasn't eaten in days. She probably hasn't. She forgets to eat when she's focused on a case. So, you working today, or you finally taking a break? Jericho asks while cleaning the griddle. Day off. Supposed to just walk around, relax, maybe hit the gym. Jericho laughs. You? Relax? I'll believe it when I see it. He's right. Vi doesn't know how to relax. She finishes her food in under 3 minutes, chugs the coffee, tosses some coins on the counter, and stands up. Thanks, Jericho. See you tomorrow. Try not to break anything today, Vi. No promises. She walks deeper into the lanes. The streets get narrower. The buildings get taller. Sunlight barely reaches down here. Everything is lit by neon signs and Chemtech lanterns casting green and purple glows. She's not on patrol, not officially, but her eyes are always scanning, looking for trouble, looking for threats. Old instincts die hard. A group of thugs is shaking down a street vendor. 3 big guys, chem-augmented muscles, tattoos. The vendor is pleading, hands up, saying he already paid protection money this week. Vi stops walking. She watches for a second. Debate's getting involved. This isn't her jurisdiction. She's Piltover Enforcer now, not a Zonite street brawler. But then one of the thugs shoves the old vendor to the ground. That's enough. Vi walks over. Hey, he said he already paid. The three thugs turn around. The biggest one, easily twice Vi's size, steps forward. "Who the hell are you?" Vi smiles. That smile. The one that says you just made a huge mistake. I'm the person telling you to walk away. The thug laughs. His friends laugh. The vendor is backing away slowly, sensing what's about to happen. The thug cracks his knuckles. Chemtech implants hiss and glow under his skin. "You think you're tough, Pinky?" Vi's smile gets wider. "I know I'm tough." He swings. Big, slow, telegraphed punch. Vi ducks under it easily, steps inside his guard, and drives her fist into his ribs. Hard. He gasps and stumbles back. The other two rush her. We sidestep the first one, trip him, send him crashing into a wall. The second one actually manages to land a punch on her shoulder. It hurts, but she's felt worse. She grabs his arm, twists it, and throws him over her hip. He hits the ground hard. All three are down in under 10 seconds. Vi brushes off her hands. The vendor is staring at her, mouth open. "You good?" she asks. He nods frantically. "Good!" She looks at the thugs groaning on the ground. "Next time, pick on someone your own size, like me." She walks away, shaking out her hand. Her knuckles are red but not bleeding. Not bad for a warm-up. By mid-morning, Vi is at her usual training spot, an old warehouse on the edge of Zon, abandoned years ago. She's claimed it as her personal gym. Inside, there's a makeshift boxing ring, weights made from scrap metal, and several punching bags hanging from the ceiling. She wraps her hands with worn cloth and starts hitting the heavy bag. Jab, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Her combinations are brutal and precise. Each punch sounds like thunder. Sweat drips down her face. Her muscles burn. This is where she feels most comfortable. Fighting, training, getting stronger. Because in her world, strength is survival. After an hour of bag work, she moves to the weights. Squats, deadlifts, pull-ups. She's not trying to get bigger. She's already strong enough to punch through walls. She's training for endurance, for speed, for the day when brute force isn't enough. Her scroll buzzes. A message from Caitlin. "Heard you caused a scene in the lanes this morning, on your day off." Vi smirks and types back. "Wasn't a scene, just a light workout. We need to talk about your definition of light." "Later, Cupcake, I'm busy." She puts the scroll away and goes back to training. By evening, Vi is at the last drop, the bar owned by Vander back in the day. Now it's run by someone else, but Vi still comes here. It's home, or the closest thing she has to home. She sits at the bar. The bartender, a woman named Lara with a cybernetic arm, slides her a drink without asking. "Whiskey. Neat." "Rough day?" Lara asks. Vi takes a sip. "Every day's rough. You ever think about slowing down?" Vi looks at her drink, swirls the amber liquid. "Nah. Slowing down gets you killed." Lara nods. She's seen enough in Zon to know Vi's right. The bar is filling up. Workers from the factories, thugs from the gangs, a few Piltover citizens slumming it for the thrill. Everyone leaves Vi alone. They know who she is. They know what she can do. A drunk man stumbles over. Hey, you're that enforcer, right? The one who sold out to Piltover." Vi doesn't look at him. "Keep walking, buddy." No, I want to know. How's it feel to be a traitor?" The bar goes quiet. Everyone is watching now. Lara tenses up, ready to intervene. Vi slowly turns her head. Her eyes are cold. "You got 3 seconds to walk away." The drunk laughs. "Or what?" Vi stands up. "Or I'll make you." The man looks at her, realizes his mistake, backs away quickly, hands up. Just kidding. No problem." He leaves. The bar noise resumes. Vi sits back down. Lara refills her drink. "You're scary, you know that?" Vi shrugs. It's part of the charm. Around 10 p.m., Vi's scroll buzzes again. This time it's not Caitlin. It's an anonymous tip. Location in the sump. Illegal Chemtech lab. Possible hostages. Vi sighs. So much for a day off. She pays her tab, leaves the bar, and heads back to her apartment. She straps on the Hextech gauntlets. They power up with a deep hum. Blue energy crackles around her fists. She tests them with a few punches in the air. The gauntlets amplify every movement. One punch from these can shatter concrete. Time to go to work. The sump is the worst part of Zon, even lower than the lanes. The air is thick with Chemtech fumes. The buildings are rotting. The people here are desperate and dangerous. Vi moves through the shadows. She reaches the location from the tip. An old factory. Lights on inside. Guards at the door. Definitely not abandoned. She counts 4 guards outside, probably more inside. She could wait for backup. Call Caitlin. Do this by the book. But Vi's never been one for the book. She walks straight up to the front door. The guards see her. Raise their weapons. Wrong move. Vi punches the ground. The gauntlets discharge. A shockwave ripples outward, knocking all 4 guards off their feet. She's through the door before they can get up. Inside, the factory is full of Chemtech equipment. Bubbling vats, glowing tubes, and in the back, tied to chairs, 3 people, hostages. A dozen thugs turn to look at Vi. The boss, a scarred woman with a prosthetic jaw, steps forward. You're making a big mistake, Enforcer. Vi cracks her knuckles. The gauntlets hum louder. Nah, you made the mistake when you took hostages. The fight is brutal and fast. Vi charges in, fists flying. She dodges bullets, deflects blows, and punches through anyone stupid enough to get in her way. Tables explode. Equipment shatters. The factory becomes a war zone. In 3 minutes, every thug is on the ground. Vi is standing in the middle of the wreckage, barely breathing hard. She walks over to the hostages and unties them. You're safe now. Get out of here. They run. Vi turns to the boss, who's crawling toward the exit. Vi steps on her back, pinning her down. Tell your friends, this city's under new management. She leaves the woman there and walks out. Enforcers are arriving now, responding to the noise. Caitlin steps out of the lead vehicle. I thought you had the day off. Vi grins. I got bored. Caitlin shakes her head but smiles. You're impossible. Yeah, but you love it. They walk back toward the car together. Another day in Zaun, another fight, another victory. By midnight, Vi is back in her apartment. She strips off the gauntlets, sets them in the corner. Her knuckles are bruised. Her body aches, but she's smiling. She collapses onto her bed fully clothed and closes her eyes. Tomorrow, she'll do it all again, because that's what Vi does. She fights, she protects, she punches her way through every problem. And honestly, she wouldn't have it any other way. So there you have it, a normal day in Vi's life. Wake up, break stuff, fight bad guys, go to sleep, repeat. If you're a Vi main, you already knew she's the most badass champion in League. But now you know what she does when she's not carrying your ranked games. Quick recap. We woke up and punched her alarm clock, had breakfast at Jericho's, beat up some thugs in the lanes, trained at the warehouse, drank at the last drop, and ended the day saving hostages from a Chemtech lab. Just another Tuesday in Zaun. Now it's your turn. What champion do you want to see next? Jinx, Echo, Caitlin, drop your suggestions in the comments. Let's build this series together. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Subscribe for more League of Legends lore, character deep dives, and stories you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for watching. And remember, when in doubt, punch it out. See you in the next one.